ABC7 News at 4.
Originally, it was called the Stevens, and then the Conrad Hilton, then the Chicago Hilton and Towers, and now its official name is the Hilton Chicago. But even though it has changed names through the years, it's always remained one of the best hotels in the world. ABC7's Frank Matthews says that tonight, the Hilton celebrates 75 years in business.
720 South Michigan, where a huge hotel and history have intertwined for 3/4 of a century. And tonight, in the Hilton Chicago's Grand Ballroom, there will be one giant party celebrating the hotel's 75th birthday.
Tonight is the culmination of the hotel's 75th anniversary celebrations. We are using the theme of Hollywood at the Hilton because 10 major Hollywood films have been filmed here at the Hilton Chicago.
The films were shot here, they say, because the Hilton is so versatile. The vastness and opulence of the old building can fit so many different scripts. The Hilton Chicago opened in 1927 as the Stevens Hotel. It was the biggest in the world, and its entire history has been big. Big names, big stars, big events. Queen Elizabeth was here in 1959, escorted by Richard J. Daley. When the presidents came to Chicago, they stayed at the Hilton. And Donald Mavar remembers it all. He was a top waiter here for 50 years, starting on the job in 1951. He and his father worked together, serving the most important people in the world.
These two hands served 10 presidents and kings and queens, 5 cardinals, superintendents of police. These two hands.
But despite that touch of fame, Mavar has his career in clear focus.
I'd give my life to work one more banquet with my father. We work partners here, you know.
And then there was the '68 convention and this unusual story.
Management rushed to lock the doors of the hotel, only to realize that the hotel had never been locked since it was opened in 1927.
Tonight, the old hotel parties again. Happy birthday, Hilton. Frank Matthews, ABC7 News.
Did you notice one of those 10 movies shot there was My Best Friend's Wedding? By the way, you can see that tonight here at 8 on ABC7.
That's a real coincidence.
Amazing.
Well, that wraps up our news at 4. Thanks for joining us. I'm Joel Daly.
And I'm Linda Yu. The news continues now at 5 o'clock. Here, Ron and Diane.
Saw all those movies.
Did you?
You know, we see the Hilton in there, too. It's great.
Yep.
Thanks, Linda and Joel.
You're watching the news on CBS 2 with Antonio Mora, Marianne Childers, and Jim Tillman with weather. This is CBS 2 News at 4:30.
The Hilton Chicago is throwing a Hollywood-style bash tonight. Its 75th anniversary party will be a walk through the city's history. Carolyn Murray had a chance to sit down with some of the hotel's legends. Carolyn.
Antonio, it was once the largest hotel in the world, built in 1926 as the Stevens Hotel, and though its name has changed, the Hilton is still the Grand Hotel. 50 years as banquet manager of the Hilton Chicago put Don Maver and company with every president, from Bill Clinton back to Harry S. Truman. He remembers a salad ending up on President Truman's sleeve.
So he goes, "Don't worry about it, son," he said. "Don't worry about it." I was ready to take my jacket off, go down and change and go home. I was only here about a year.
Chicago natives turned actors Ron Masak of Murder, She Wrote, Larry Manetti of Magnum P.I., and Robert Conrad of The Wild Wild West all returned to celebrate the hotel that offers a bird's-eye view of the city.
If you look out the window here, to the left you see the Art Institute, to the right you see the Field Museum, you see the planetarium.
And over the years, the Hilton has offered moviegoers a unique look at the hotel. From My Best Friend's Wedding, filmed here in the Conrad Hilton Suite, to this scene in The Fugitive.
Harrison Ford is up on the roof, and it is Tommy Lee Jones is chasing him. It's getting towards the end of the movie.
The whole world was watching as anti-war protesters battled police in 1968.
The management of the hotel thought that the protesters could spill into the hotel at any moment. So actually they went to lock the doors of the hotel, only to find out that there weren't any locks on the doors of the hotel.
Baron Hilton said being in Chicago set the gold standard for the hotel's legacy.
Being based here in Chicago gave us an image and reputation that enabled him to develop hotel properties throughout the world.
Tonight, party guests will have a chance to see the star of the evening, which of course is the hotel, in movie clips on Jumbotron screens in the Grand Ballroom. In the newsroom, Carolyn Murray, CBS 2 News.
Sounds like a great party. Thanks, Carolyn.
Gosh, I guess my invitation got lost.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
You me both.
Well, Jim.
Live from Chicago, this is Fox News at 9.
The Hilton Hotel has graced South Michigan Avenue for 75 years, and tonight the Hilton's celebrating its anniversary in style. The red carpet was rolled out for hundreds of Chicago's homegrown royalty. The celebration not only honored the 75th anniversary of the hotel, but also the many movies and television shows that have been filmed at the hotel, like The Fugitive and, more recently, Road to Perdition. The Hilton first opened its doors as the Stevens Hotel in 1927.
You're watching the news on CBS 2 with Antonio Mora, Linda McLennan, Steve Baskerville with weather, and Mike Adamley on sports. This is CBS 2 News at 10.
Chicago Hilton is as much a part of our city's history as the Wrigley Building or the Water Tower.
And tonight, the Grand Hotel hosted a Hollywood-style gala to celebrate its 75th anniversary. The theme of the party was, appropriately enough, Hollywood at the Hilton. Hundreds of the city's most influential political, business, and social leaders celebrated the Hilton's prestigious past. Many movies and television programs have been filmed there at the hotel. When it opened in 1927, it was the largest hotel in the world. That's it for CBS 2 News at 10. Thanks for making us your choice for news.
Late Show with Letterman is next. Have a good night.
ABC 7 News at 10 continues with Ron Majors, Diane Burns, weather with meteorologist Jerry Taft, and sports with Mark Greco.
A legendary Chicago hotel celebrates a big birthday tonight. The Hilton Chicago has been in business for 75 years now. There was a party tonight with one of the biggest cakes you'll ever see. In fact, that's a sword they used to cut it. The party's theme, Hollywood at the Hilton, because of all the movies filmed there, including The Fugitive and the one you may have seen tonight, My Best Friend's Wedding. Mayor Daley was among those there tonight. Over the years, the Hilton has hosted a lot of VIPs. Take a look at this. Back in 1959, Mayor Richard J. Daley escorted Queen Elizabeth at the Hilton. And John F. Kennedy and many other presidents have stayed there as well.
And many a banquet and wedding.
I've stayed there a couple times, not in the rooms that they show in the movies all the time. You know,
Really?
just the one with the one bed and the sink. They have those rooms.
So now you're talking it up so they give you the... They'll give you the big squeak next time.
This is NBC 5 News at 10.
For that one, the landmark Hilton Hotel celebrates its 75th anniversary. Tonight's gala reception is titled Hollywood at the Hilton. It looks back the hotel's rich history and the many movies and television programs that were filmed there. Guests are treated to dining and dancing in the Hilton's Normandy Lounge and the Grand Ballroom.
Beautiful.
Wow,
neat landmark.
The landmark Chicago Hilton Hotel is celebrating its 75th anniversary. Last night's gala reception was titled Hollywood at the Hilton. It looks back to the hotel's rich history and the many movies and television programs filmed there. Guests were treated to dining and dancing in the Hilton's Normandy Lounge and the Grand Ballroom.